Dear students, let's start lecture number 2 on the topic Introduction to Network Security of the course Network Security. This is continuation of our previous lecture. Today's our outline includes information security, which is also called InfoSec. Then we will differentiate between information security and cyber security. Then I'll discuss goals of security, which include confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Then we will discuss network security. Then we will explore role of network security, and follow up. We will discuss how a network can be secured, OSI layer by security. Then I give you assignment. Then I'll share recommended reading and website which I have used for making these slides, and you can use these recommended reading and website for exploring more about this lecture. Then I'll share my contact information using which you can submit your assignment and you can ask any question if you have. So let's start with information security. This is also called InfoSec, and it is used for protect information system from unauthorized access, use, disclose, disruption, modification, or destruction. Information security is the process of protecting information, as the name indicates. So it is used to protect its availability, privacy, and integrity. uh, and as you know that there's a lot of information is stored on a computer network. Now this trend is increasing that you are using most of your information on the network. So definitely the network needs to be protected from unauthorized user. So the company store business and individual information on a network. Much on the stored information is required to be secure, confidential, and not for public view. You can see in a bird view eye that we have information security, and inside information security we have a cyber security, and then we have a network security. So network security is a subset of cyber security, and cyber security is a subset of information security. In a nutshell, I have explained that. So information security differ from cyber security. InfoSec aim to keep data in any form secure, whereas cybersecurity protect only digital data. If a business is starting to develop a security program, information security is where you should first begin, as it is for the it is the foundation of data security. So these are the goals of the network security. So this is also called CIS or CIA, sorry. So these are three actually: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and how they are connected you can see through this diagram. Let us discuss each in detail. Like confidentiality ensure data protection of data by preventing unauthorized disclosure of information. Only individuals with legitimate authorization to access the required information should be permitted it, also known as permission on the need to know basis. So if you have a permission, you can access those, otherwise you will not be allowed to access those information. This is where confidentiality lies. At large, goal of confidentiality stop sensitive data from getting into the wrong hands. Integrity, it means that that actual data is not altered by an unauthorized person. For example, if a sender is sending something to the receiver, and how receiver knows that the data is not uh, manipulated in the on the network or over the network. So this is where integrity lies. So the quality or state of being whole, complete, and uncorrupted information integrity is threatened if exposed to corruption, damage, destruction, or other disruption of its authentic state. Corruption can occur while information is being compiled, stored, or transmitted. So, in simple, we can say that no one has made changes when the data is sent from the sender. Means that the data is as it is sent by the sender when it reaches the destination. Availability for any systems service, the system must be available when it is needed. This is very important thing. For example, if a sender wants to send anything to the receiver and the network is not available, so definitely there will be uh, no correspondence. So the availability can be affected by breaking the channel involving the server in some important or irrelevant. So uptime and downtime, these are the most important things. So we want our network to be remain up when it is required. Network security or NetSec, network security, a subset of a cyber security, as we know, aim to protect any data that is being sent through the devices in your through our devices in your network to ensure that the information is not changed or intercepted. Measurement to prevent, detect, and correct security violations that involve the transmission of information in a network or interconnection networks. And integration of multiple layer of defenses in the network and at the network policies and controls are implemented by each network security layer. Access to network is gained by authorized users, whereas malicious actors are indeed blocked from executing threat and exploits. So what we are trying to do, that we are making our network secure, so that if any unauthorized a user or malicious actor use that network, he will not be able to execute any kind of threats and exploit your network against your authorized users. This is where network security comes. Role of the network security. The role of the network security is to protect the organization IT infrastructure from all type of cyber threats, included viruses, bombs, and Trojan horses, zero-day attack, or hacker attack, or denial of service attack, or cyber or spyware and adware. There are many components of a network security system that work together to improve your security posture. So we will be discussing all these in our coming lectures, but this is actually the role of our network security, that we try to protect our organization from any kind of threats. There are many components of a network security system that work together to improve your security posture. The most common network security component include firewall, antivirus softwares, intrusion detection and prevention systems, virtual private networks. So, and there are some other components which we use to make our network secure, so that we can stop unauthorized user to exploit the network against the authorized user. How a system can be secured? So these are the techniques or components which we can use to make our network secure. Like you can use antivirus and anti malware softwares, application security, behavior security, data loss prevention, email security, firewalls, mobile security, device security, network segmentation, security information and event management, virtual private network or a VPN, web security, wireless security, and endpoint security. OSI layer wise security. So these are actually, we are going towards model that, as you know, OSI layer. So open system interconnection. This is actually layers which tells you that how your system works, or how your information proceeds. So we have all, you have already studied this in your data communication course, but now we will be considering OSI security model actually, that how we can see OSI with the perspective of security. You have, or you have studied in your data communication, that was general overview of OSI model, but today we will be seeing that how we can see OSI with the perspective of security. So this is the most important thing which is required on the application layer, which is called authentication, that occurs when a control proves that a user possesses identity that he or she claims. Like for example, if you go to ATM, like you have a card, or you have a pin, or you have a biometric through which you can get the login to your ATM machine or your bank account. Access control is a security technique that regulates who or what can view or use resources in a computing environment. Non-repudiation. Non-repudiation is the assurance that someone cannot deny something. For example, if a sender has sent something to the receiver, so at the end, when all the corresponding has done, so the sender accept that, okay, I have sent this information. OSI data integrity, making sure that data is not altered over the network. Confidentiality, only authorized user have access to send or to receive the information. Availability, services available for a required user only. Signature, a digital signature is a mathematical technique used to validate the authenticity and integrity of a message, software, or digital document. So this is OSI security model. This is the general model which you have studied in your data communication, and this is the security model. You can see that authentication, access control, non-repudiation, data integrity, confidentiality, availability, and signature. This is actually, you can see that how it works and how our OSI model security perspective is. Now this is the perspective of security, that how we see. Most of the time, we in this course we will be focusing on authentication or access control or non-repudiation, or so on or so forth. So you must know that where it lies in the OSI layer, because as you know from the course of data communication, that the OSI is a core in network communication. So how this will be translated, or how this will appear in our security, secure communication, or secure model communication. So this is how we can see. For example, if you see authentication, this means you are on application layer. If you see availability, this means you are on a data link layer. Or if you have a signature, this means you are on the physical layer. So this is how they are interpreted in security models. Now, with that, this is your assignment. Read and write about different functionality of each OSI layer. This is just, I want to overview or revise your OSI layer, which you have studied in data communication, so that you get revised what you have studied, and you will get the interpretation of the same in our network security. Discuss different layer-wise security model based security attacks, threats, availability at each layer. So with that, you can, as we have seen, like from this model, you can see that different kind of mechanisms are available, and you will explore different kind of security attacks, threats which are available on each layer. You can explore this. For that, you can use any research paper, or a blog, or whatever you have. But remember that whatever you explore, uh, submit that with your reference number or a reference for, so that I know that from where you get this information. And the submission date is or cutoff date is 18 April. You can 18 April 2021. So you can submit this assignment through KCMS or email me. You can see my email address, which is mentioned at the bottom of this slide or each slide. You can use that, or you can use WhatsApp group for sending this assignment. Um, Similarly, this is the assignment to B part. Like you explore different terms like intruder or masquerade or non-repudiation, so that as you know that we are starting the course of network security, so that you must know each term meanings, because its vocabulary and vocabulary is different from traditional networks. So you must know that, for example, if anywhere you can get replay, so you must know that what replay means, or what intruder, or what integrity or confidentiality. Some of the concepts I have explained in my lectures, but you have to go through all, so that if you study any material during your course, you can easily get that concept easy. You can get the concept easily. And these are the review questions. You can answer each of these questions. What is the OSI security architecture and this and that? You can go through each and answer these questions, and they are related with your previous lectures. These are the recommended readings and website which I want to share with you. These readings I have used for making for making my slides. You can explore these as well for getting more about this topic. With that, we reach to end of this lecture number 2, continuation, which is you may call it as a part B. If you have any question, you can ask me through KCMS or WhatsApp, or you can email me. I'll be more than happy to answer answer your question. With that, thank you and Allah Hafiz.